The next speaker is Alexandr, well known about his contributions with regards to the Homer in Kamailio and also FreeSwitch and other projects. I'm glad that you made it again this year to show up the news about the Homer project. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Alexandr Dubovikov. I'm founder and developer of Homershooting capture, and I'm also employee of QC again. It's a German company. It's a big carrier, and I have a very good experience on zip stuff. It's based on QC experience. Also, it's this presentation also did by myself and Lorenzo Mangani. It's our master developer in zip capture application. So what is Homer? Homer is it's a presentation schedule. What we will present? It's about Homer project. What's up in this year and what will be in next release. And we will also introduce a new zip-grep application version 2. So Homer, it's based on Kamailio, Kamailio-based zip capture system, and it can support many monitoring protocols like HEP, IP encapsulation, and port mirroring. So you're able to see and to make a search for many zip messages on web interface and make troubleshooting. Homer it's installed in a lot of companies like Amazon, Red Hat also used and one. So it's Homer is based on capture server, which receive and store all HEP messages and pass it in store it in database and provide search and statistic functionality. And catch agents which duplicate all zip traffic and send in the HEP protocol to capture server. So Homer is based on zip capture model, which it's part of Kamailio, and you are able to use all features what you can use in Kamailio, like geolocation, search, zip message parsing, and so on. And it's use HEP protocol, which specially developed by our team, and it's okay. A lot of open source projects like Kamailio, OpenZips, FreeSwitch, and now it's Asterisk has integrated capture agents which will duplicate all zip traffic in HEP to capture node. Okay, current release is 3.5. We did a lot of changes in 3.5. Now you don't need to use external scripts to calculate statistics. Now it's very easy to calculate statistics in Kamailio config in memory and just insert this information to database. You are also able to use alarms and triggers also in Kamailio config and send a threshold if you have some fraud alarms or network alarms. We also integrated FTP stats from Siemens header. It's used in Nokia Siemens soft switches. And our team, it's also contributed to barzip. It's console zip client, and now in you are also able to send and see XFTP stats with all TP information about your voice quality. So next development release is 3.6. What its major changes is we have now FTCP support and CDR correlation. I already did today a demo, dangerous demo, how it can work with Asterisk. In real time, you are able to see all TCP traffic and calculate MOS on the fly. Okay, and also it's very important what we have now partnership with Entop.org. It's very popular project which created an prop application, and prop application it also has now integrated support for HEP and FTCP FTP statistics. So how works? Asterisk will receive zip and TP FTCP packets, and it will be duplicated in HEP to capture server. And here you're able to see which jitter buffer it was, packet loss, and of course you see what if packet loss was huge, you see what most quality of your call goes down. You're also able to configure TCP stats in the interval. If you have a lot of traffic, I strongly recommend it to send not each 5 seconds, it's better to set to 10 seconds because you will have a lot of TCP messages in your database, so it can be a little bit slow. Another feature what we have implemented is HEPI project. It's a small application which can able to send additional information in HEP protocol and store it in capture server. So what it means? Well, for example, you have, let's say in this scenario we have free switch. In free switch you write XCDR, a lot of information about which was application it was, which TP stats it was, and also some additional information if you use, for example, a calling card application, yeah? And you see in Homer what it was by, came by from free switch, but you don't know why what's the reason for this by was. So you just click on CDR info information, and you will see what credit was 0. So it means free switch checked what customer doesn't have enough amount on account and terminated this call. So it means what you can write a small Perl script which will extract this information from CDRs and send in pipe to capture server. So this small application is also existing in GitHub. You can easily download it, compile, and use it not only in free switch scenario but also in asterisk or probably for media proxy application. Media proxy stored also logs information, and you can just parse and extract which information you need and send to Homer, and later you can make analysis for this. About zipgrep. 2005, I have created a small Perl script wrapper for ngrep, and it was very, very popular. And this zipgrep application, it's default feature, default tools in Kamailio there and free switch packages. Zipgrep application was, like I told already, a small wrapper which just make parsing of zip messages, make dialog transactions, and colorize some additional headers in zip message. You immediately can see which quality it was, which reason it was, because everybody knows, but very, very hard to read zip messages because it's a lot of information. With colorized output, you can immediately find all information what you need, to tags, from tags, and so on. And you can immediately find there was a problem. Of course, you can use TCP dump on Wireshark, but these all tools are application for any protocols. Yeah, but for SIG, it's very, very hard to use it. In this case, we just decided to release a new version of zipgrep, zipgrep 2, which now it's a native C application. It's also open source and has a lot of features. It's like you can now make regex for all headers. It's not only limited to from and to and request to write. Also, it's this zipgrep tool can make statistic report for each dialog transaction, registration or call. It also has colorized output like in first version of this application. And it has many output formats, PCAP, ASCII, colorized as well. Also, this was a request from Daniel. We implemented this feature, it's pick up file rotation and after exit condition. It means, for example, you have a lot of traffic and you would like to store some information in split files. So you can just define file size, for example, 100 megabyte per file, and it will be, when it will arrive 100 megabyte, it will be created a new file with indexes and will continue write to a new file. Also, you can define duration. For example, you have some scenario, just set this flag after exit, for 1 minute, and after 1 minute, the application will automatically exit, and you should not care to kill this in console. It also has native support for Linux, Solaris, all BSD, and also OS operation system. Also, it's a very, very nice feature which is missed in Wireshark or in TCP dump. It's defragmentation support. If your zip messages is bigger than MTU, it's very, very hard to find to clue and complete zip message. Now, it's automatically, if you define a file, it will automatically to make a reassembling of all messages and will be displayed complete zip message to you. Also, everybody knows about friendly scanner. It's a very, very annoying tool, and sometimes, okay, probably only on our development server, we receive each day 3 or 5 DOS attacks. So, and it's very annoying, and we decide just integrate it in a small page for zip-grep, which will send a packet of dev to friendly scanner, it will be stopped. So, I would like also to make dangerous demos, but this was a very, very short time. But you can do it by yourself. So, just download this application, compile, you can use flag-G. And if zgrep will detect friendly scanner attack, it will immediately send this special packet, and okay, this friendly scanner will be exited. Like I mentioned before, it's open source. You can use it for free, and you should not pay it's for us, only a donation if you want. So it's on this page. We'd like to show the output, how it looks, the message. It's you see what 200 its response is in colorized. Also you see in tag in fruit and from and to tag. It's also colorized in different color and range. It's very, very usable to see which color ID it was and what reply it was. And here, if you would like to just to search okay, zip message which contain okay, this number in from means F parameter and so on, so on, so on. You're also able to make capturing only special methods like update, refer. You can just define in regex which method you would like to capture. It's here. If you see what friendly scanner has changed user agent, you can just define custom user agent and it will be automatically killed. Yeah? Because sometimes it's sent friendly scan, sometimes it's sent zip features. Yeah? Also, it's a very, very nice feature what we implemented is if you would like to capture this, okay, you doing real-time tracing and you would like to see these messages in Homer. It's like pipe, you can just define which Homer server you would like to use, and all traffic which zip-grep will be captured will be automatically duplicated like copy and paste to Homer, and you can analyze later what this was and so on. It's exactly here. It's condition, exit condition of duration 120 seconds, 2 minutes, and after 2 minutes the grep will automatically exit. And here it's exactly file size. If you define generate report for each call, on the end you will see the zgrep report, call duration, waiting time, some additional parameters which very, very useful to detect quality of this call. Okay, it's on. Any questions except MySQL, okay? Because last time we discussed too much about MySQL, how it's worked and so on. Any question?
Thank you. Yes, a question?
Simple question about zip-grep. Can you write and read from a file, from a pickup file?
Yeah, sure. You can write in pickup file, and it will be automatically recyclable if you need.
But can you search also, make the...
Yeah, exactly. You can just define parameters, read from not only device. Sorry, I just didn't mention it. Not only device, but I can read from pickup file and make the same. So it's It doesn't matter which source you have, or device or PCAP. It can read both because it's based on lib PCAP. So it's you know it's default feature.
And what version of MySQL?
5.6. Yeah.
One question when sending the data to the capture, so it's encapsulated and can it be encrypted? So not the content or other encapsulation, let's see.
Yeah, okay. We can be used also in SSL tuning. So you can send encrypted data as well in HEP.
Okay, so this is a different layer on the stack, let's say. So it's not part of the capture tool directly.
Okay, if you care about not to show capture data, you can just open tuning and send hacked data in tuning. It's nothing.
Okay, thanks.
TLS support. Can you read the TLS line?
Sorry?
TLS?
Yeah, I see. It's very quick. Sorry.
You have 20 minutes of questions.
Okay.
How about TLS support?
There was support for capturing. Not yet.
Are there any plans with regards to that?
Okay.
Question.
So I had a question about the performance of Homer. Is this something you can leave running so it captures all your traffic, and if you realise that your registration was wrong, say 10 minutes ago or an hour ago, you go back and look at it? Or is it something you turn on sort of in advance, you're trying to debug the problem, just to look at specific logs for a few calls?
Okay, in Kamailio config, you can just define alarms. Yeah? So, for example, if you receive too much from this user, you have received too much bad request, you can just generate alarms and send these alarms to your email or to support.
But you can definitely use it permanently. So we use it, for example, to store a certain amount of traffic for several times, and then we can later analyze it. It's definitely possible. Just a matter of how much disk space you put on this task and how you configure it and what kind of messages you sample and stuff like this.
But before, in the old version of Homer, like I mentioned, we used external statistic per script which makes statistic on stored messages. Now you can make the same in Kamailio config and make some alarms and triggers inside and save this information to database or whatever.
Yeah, additional to the question of the TLS support, I think you can capture stuff if the node that generate the traffic, like free switch or so on, speaks itself head, and then the node that gets the TLS stuff send it unencrypted to Homer, and then you get it.
Yeah, it's exactly, because we are talking about if we at all can support on like mirroring port. Yeah? In mirroring port, we should have certificate to decrypt it and decrypt it. Theoretically, it's possible, but capture agent now it doesn't support. So, but if you use free switch or asterisk or Kamailio or okay, let's say another ZPX application which has internal capture agent. And of course, you have internal stack, you have already decrypted zip message. And you will send this, let's say TLS, you will send like decrypted message to Homer.
Yeah, so for the information about in Kamailio, you would have to use zip trace module, which will get the value of the zip message unencrypted, and the module itself has, from the contribution of Alexandr, mirroring via HEP and IP and so many others. So when the capture agent like zip trace is embedded in Kamailio, there is no problem to see the TLS.
But problem on-
quickly.
Yeah, sure.
You know the bug in FreeSwitch with the WebRTC stuff.
Yeah.
Is it working for the other people? You didn't know if you're using a web secure socket with FreeSwitch and try to see the messages. It didn't work because of bug in FreeSwitch. But if would this work with Kamailio and web secure socket?
Yeah, sure.
Then
It will work because you already have this message in Kamailio, and you can just duplicate this zip trace model or zip trace command in Kamailio config to Homer. So if you would like to migrate from FreeSwitch to Kamailio, it's not a problem. It will work well. I'm expecting.
Okay. Other questions?
I would like to say many thanks for Victor Serra from Zipwise company, because he created a nice Debian package for ZipGraph. So if you don't like to compile, you can just download the Debian package from Victor Serra page and install it without any problem. Okay. So thanks, Serra.
Okay, so does Homer receive these RTCP messages
Yeah.
and analyze them? So how do you arrange them from your media node to Homer?
Okay, Matthew created a nice page for Asterisk. It's not yet in branch, in the main branch. It's development stuff. So, and we received this TCP message, and it will be it will be converted to JSON format, and it will be sent to Homer. So it means we can store in database and analyze it. Yeah? So again, if you have a lot of traffic from, normally it's TCP, it's around 5% of your RTP traffic. It's a lot. But you should not send each TCP message to Homer. So you just can define each 10 seconds, and it will aggregate this information and send each 10 seconds to Homer.
Okay, thank you.